What is up, YouTube? It is Nick from MetaLogicDesign.com, and today I'm going to teach you the differences between short tail and long tail keywords, as well as how to find the best keywords for your Google Ads campaign using SEMRush. Let's go. So what exactly are short tail and long tail keywords? Short tail keywords are keywords made up of 1 to 3 general terms that cover a broad topic. These keywords typically have a larger search volume, generate more website traffic, and typically cost less than long tail keywords. On the other hand, long tail keywords are keywords that contain 3 or more words that typically define a specific topic, generate a lower amount of search volume, less traffic, and actually cost more than its counterpart. So why should service companies choose long tail keywords over short tail keywords? The answer: intent. While yes, short tail keywords are the more searched and generate more traffic to your site, the quality of traffic is actually of a lower caliber than the traffic long tail keywords generate. And the result? Long tail keywords keep service companies from 1, wasting ad spend on unwanted traffic, 2, attracting customers more willing to convert, and 3, increases conversion rates. Okay, so here we are in SEMrush's keyword magic tool, and what we're going to do here is actually build on top of the graph you just recently seen surrounding artificial turf, and run under the assumption that we are a turf installation company that goes into residential homes and installs turf for our clients, right? Rather than one that ships our turf to them or sells them turf directly and have our clients do it themselves. This is a quick little note, so when I do pick and choose these keywords, you understand what service I'm providing to my clients, right? So without further ado, let's go into the keyword research tool here, and so far we've typed in artificial turf, right, to the magic tool, and SEMrush has generated thousands of keywords surrounding artificial turf, right, that go from artificial turf installation, turf artificial, Home Depot artificial turf. We have installing artificial turf, among thousands. But before we pick and choose each of these keywords, right, we want to add to our Google Ads campaign, we kind of have to shift our attention into what each of these columns represent to get a better feel for what keywords we want to pick, right? We want to make data-driven decisions to boost our business forward rather than just willy-nilly pick these keywords and add them to our campaigns, right? That could cost us a ton of money, and we have low conversions, and it just wouldn't be a good time all around. So we're going to kind of shift our focus to intent here. So intent is what it sounds like. It's essentially the intent behind any of these searches, right? So the keyword artificial turf, SEMrush believes, has an intent of commercial, right? These are people who are looking for other brands, or they're shopping quotes at the moment from different companies around them for artificial turf. Artificial turf installation, right? It has both commercial and informational. Informational is top of funnel, is more top of funnel, right? So essentially these are people who are asking questions like, what is artificial turf? What are the benefits of artificial turf? How much does it cost, etc., right? These people who are kind of want to get these people out of our campaigns because we don't want to spend too much money on the awareness stage of the funnel, right? And so we kind of want to look out for these. However, artificial turf installation is a very good keyword, right? So we're going to be using negative keywords in the future here, or maybe in a future video, to kind of narrow these down to get to our target audience. And then we have artificial turf near me. This is kind of a tricky one, but as you can see here, it's transactional. It says the user wants to complete an action, right? So they want to purchase artificial turf, right? However, the keyword artificial turf near me, it could mean different things. So we're running under the assumption we are a turf installation company that goes in and installs turf, right? The client could be searching this keyword artificial turf near me, and it could be they want to buy like a turf mat. They want to, or they want a company to go in and install turf for them, right? It could be a ton of different things. So that one's kind of iffy to me. But then you also have navigational, right? So we have the keyword Home Depot artificial turf. Okay, so these are people who want to look for a specific brand. They've done their research, or they just kind of want to go to a trusted source, right? And so they made up their minds. These are more branded searches, right? So they don't want Johnny's turf installation on the road. They want Home Depot artificial turf. That's it. And next here we have volume. Volume is essentially the monthly volume of a given keyword. So, for example, artificial turf has a monthly volume of 22,200 searches per month, right? And Trend is a visual representation of volume. It's just month after month, the peaks and valleys of volume. So this is actually more important if you are a seasonal company. So let's say you are a pool cleaning company, right? Trends might be very important to you because you kind of know that you are trending and you want to start your campaign around June, July, and run it until August, September, right? Because those are the times people are opening their pools. Those are the times people, want to be using their pools, etc. And then next we have keyword difficulty. Essentially, it's how hard it would be to rank top 10 in your area by targeting these keywords, right? So you have artificial turf. If you're a new company or you don't really have much content surrounding artificial turf, it's going to be very hard to rank organically right off the bat for artificial turf. I'll make a separate video about that, how you can rank high in SEO and how you can use SEMRush to help you. But for now, that is what keyword difficulty is. Next, we have cost per click, right? This is very important for what we're talking about right now. This is the cost per each click, or this is the average cost per each click around the nation, right, surrounding these terms. So let's kind of refer back to our graph here. So we have artificial turf, right, where we have high search volume, low intent. And let's just look at the stats here. So we have artificial turf, the highest search volume, 22,200, right? 22,200 searches per month. Look how much that is compared to the next guy. That's ridiculous. And your CPC is about, $3.40, right? And let's slide back down to the graph where the search intent is high, right? But the traffic is lower. Artificial turf near me. Or artificial turf installation near me. That's down here. And that's what? That's lower than 1/10 of the search volume with almost $3 whole more, right? And as you can see here, the intent switches. It goes from commercial to transactional because people know that these are highly sought after keywords, right? That carry high intent even though their volume is lower. If you target artificial turf directly, right, and make it a broad match, yeah, you're going to be getting a lot of traffic, but that traffic's not going to be quality. You're not going to see high conversion rates, and it's going to be a waste of your time and money. But when you do go for these longer tail keywords, right, artificial turf installation near me, you narrow it down. You know your customer is looking for artificial turf installation, right? They probably don't want to do it themselves. They're looking for someone to install it for them, and they want to make a decision today. So real quickly, that was just kind of all the important columns and features that SEMRush has to offer here. So we're going to go into how do we pick our keywords for our Google Ads campaigns. Alrighty gang, so here we are. We have SEMRush on the left-hand side from where we last left off, and we have Google Ads on the right-hand side from where we last left off. And what we're going to do here is we're going to pick and choose keywords on the left-hand side here and incorporate them into our Google Ads campaign. But before we get started, I want to quickly go through what each of the keyword match types mean within Google Ads, as they can either help you or be a detriment to your Google Ads campaign in the future here. So what we have right now is artificial turf as a broad match. This is a broad match as is not followed by any quotations or a bracket. And broad matches essentially let Google know that you want your ad to show up for anything relating to artificial turf. These are very broad and we generally don't recommend them to start off your Google Ads campaign, as they can kind of show up for searches like what is artificial turf fields near me. Again, it doesn't relate to exactly the business I'm trying to market for here. That's completely separate. It could be how to make artificial turf. Again, my business doesn't really make artificial turf. We go into people's homes and install turf for them. That is a broad match here. We're going to go into a phrase match. A phrase match is when you add these two quotation marks here, right? And that essentially lets Google know that you don't want to show up for anything that does not have the term artificial and turf next to each other, right? So it can show up for terms like what is artificial turf near me, artificial turf installation near me, whatever the searches are, and they can be accompanied by other terms, right? So what is, how to, and we'll eliminate those by using negative keywords. But it lets Google know that you only want to show up for searches that have these two terms together. And then exact match is exactly as it sounds here. We have artificial turf within brackets, and that lets Google know that you only want to show up for searches that are exactly what you put in, right? So I'll never show up, if I incorporate these brackets here, I'll never show up for any other term besides artificial turf, right? As a quick refresher here, let's kind of get into how we do our keyword research and add them into our Google Ads campaign. So we're going to go through SEMRush here. We have artificial turf near me. The intent is high, the volume is good. So we're going to add that into our Google Ads campaign. However, artificial turf near me, I'm not too big of a fan of this keyword as it is, because artificial turf near me could mean it does want my services as a turf installation company, right, to go into their home and install turf for them. Or it could mean they just want to buy turf and do it themselves and install it themselves to save themselves the overhead, right? So I'm not too fond of this keyword as is, but we'll be adding negative keywords in a little bit here to narrow it down and get to those people who are more likely to search for what we offer, right? And if we scroll down here, artificial turf installers near me, that's a fantastic keyword as it essentially lets people know, artificial turf installers near me, it lets people know that they're looking for artificial turf installers, right? They're not looking for someone that is going to just sell them the turf and have them install it themselves. These are people who understand the cost, have done the research, and they want someone to come into their home and install it for them, right? This is a very good keyword, and I love this keyword as it does relate to exactly what our business does. And we kind of just go down here. We do have artificial turf installation near me. That is my favorite. So we're just going to copy and paste this here. Artificial turf installation near me. Again, these are all going to be phrase matches, right? Exact matches don't really help your case sometimes. They are too specific, right? So I can use phrase matches to start off here and use negative keywords to kind of narrow it down. So we have three fantastic keywords we're going to add to our Google Ads campaign, right? So we're going to press save here. We're going to go into keywords, negative keywords. We're going to add a few keywords here. And you can use the left-hand side here if you want to, all keywords. You kind of use this and it'll show up what keywords are related to install, to grass, etc., right? Football. We don't really want to show up for football. So you kind of use the left-hand side here. We also like to go into the main meat of this page and kind of scroll through and get rid of keywords we find not relevant to our business. So we'll start off with Home Depot, right? We understand that these people are looking for Home Depot turf. They probably want to just buy turf themselves and not have someone install it, right? So we don't want to spend our time and money to be going after these people if they're going to be low quality leads or low quality traffic that we really don't want to target, right? And just a quick side note as well, negative keywords work the same as search keywords, right? So if broad match, phrase match, and exact match work exactly the same way. So I have Home Depot here as a broad. I'll never show up for anything with Home Depot, right? And then we have how to. I'm going to use that as a phrase match. So the phrase how to, I will never show up if the phrase how to is in the same search as my keyword. So if it keeps going along here, we have Home Depot, how to, how much. Again, these are people shopping for quotes or still doing their research, right? How much. And then just to kind of speed up the process here, I'll go up with a few that I'm thinking of right now, right? For sale. This gets rid of a lot of people who are looking just for the turf mats to install themselves, right? So we have for sale. We have sale. We have sales. When you do negative keywords, you do want to do the plural of it as well, right? And let's see, what do we have here? Lowe's, another branded search we aren't looking for. And we have cost, another one we don't really want to target. So you kind of get a feel for how I use SEMRush here to add keywords and to add negative keywords, right? To kind of narrow down the funnel here. So we're going to add those. Ooh, please select the campaign. We'll go add group here. That's fine. Add group lead search to sure. Fantastic. All right, let's go back to search keywords here. So once your ads campaign is up and running, we're going to just keep an eye on the conversions, conversion per cost, and conversion rate, right? We don't really care about these vanity metrics like impressions, clicks, click-through rates. I mean, we do care about click-through rates, but you get the picture here. Nothing really matters besides conversion. So as you go along here and your campaign does get rolling, Just please be aware to remove the performers that aren't performing, and by performing, I mean not getting you conversions and still spending an absurd amount of money, right? And as you go along, once your searches do start being shown, you'll go into search terms here and get a list of all the searches that your ad showed up for. And from here, you can kind of go through and add negative keywords, or potentially even if you see a keyword that you believe is attractive and does describe your business to a T, you can add keywords here, right? So that's essentially how we use SEMRush to add keywords, add negative keywords, and then how we go from using SEMRush into optimizing our campaigns going forward, right? So that's all I have for you today. Again, my name is Nick Zerwinski from MetaLogicDesign.com. And until next time, bye.